guys, it's Mrs. Soto. I miss you so much. I hope everyone is doing awesome and doing well and having a lot of fun with your family and doing fun things. This is our literature class, and today Mrs. Soto's in a different room. You might hear Pastor Soto in the other room. He is teaching math right now. I believe either geometry or algebra. And so I know a lot of your brothers or sisters might be taking his class. So you might hear him in the background, and also Mrs. Soto's kids, Abby and Becca, are here around here, and they're painting one of the rooms. So you might hear them a little bit. But I'm going to go ahead and read our book for the week. The book that we're going to read today, it's called Oliver. And I don't know if any of you have ever had an animal named Oliver, or maybe your uncle or your grandpa or your dad. I don't know, but when I think of the name Oliver, I think of our cat. We had a big, fat, orange cat named Oliver, and he was the coolest cat ever. He did pass away, but it was of old age, and so he lived a very, very long, wonderful life. I believe he was 13, and so last year he did pass away last year. But whenever I think of the name Oliver, I think of him, and I love that name. I know there's a movie called Oliver and Company about an orange cat, and that is who our Oliver was named after, because Rebecca, my daughter, when she was little, saw that movie. It's a good movie. If you've never watched it, it's a Disney movie, and it's called Oliver and Company. She watched that, and she wanted to have a cat named Oliver. So we went to the pound and went to different places where you can adopt pets, and finally we found an orange kitten. So that's our story of Oliver. So this Oliver is about an elephant, just kind of a fun story. One of Mrs. Soto's, I don't know, favorites, but I like it. It's a good book. It's fun. I usually read this about this time because usually we would be on our way to the zoo. If you've been in Mrs. Soto's class, last year, we usually make a trip to the zoo. We can't do that this year, and that's okay, because next year maybe we can. But you can go online, and I've heard that the zoo is making it where you can go and look at the animals. Different zoos are making that available, and so that would be fun. But we read this book. It's about elephants and different animals, and we get to visit the zoo. So next year. I miss you all so much, and I really do hope that you are enjoying your time with your family. This is an awesome time that we're able to live in, really. We get to be safe in our home, in a warm bed. Most of us have plenty of food to eat, and so we really are blessed. And so, all right, let's start. This is Oliver. I think I'll read it, and then I'll show you the pictures as we go. So, some elephants came across the ocean on a ship. They were going to work in the circus. Have you guys ever been to a circus? I have. It's so much fun. One elephant's name was Oliver. So that's the boat bringing the elephants over. So one of the elephants' name was Oliver. When they landed, the circus man counted them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 elephants, he said. So this is them coming down, and that is him counting the elephants. And 1 more makes 11, said Oliver. There must be a mistake. I ordered only 10 elephants, said the circus man. We don't need 11. So this is him telling Oliver, we don't need 11. But I won't take up much room, said Oliver. Elephants always do, said the circus man, because they're so big. Goodbye, Oliver, said the other elephants. Take good care of yourself. Now, how do you think Oliver's feeling right now? He just was on a boat with all his friends, and he gets off the boat, and he's thinking, I'm going to be in a circus. And as the man counted to 10, he said, I have enough. And Oliver said, but I'm number 11. He said, I don't need 11 elephants. How do you think that would make him feel? Sad. You're right. I'm sure he felt sad. And then all his friends are going off with the man to the circus, and Oliver's just standing there. So I'm thinking he does feel sad. Oliver was all alone. He didn't even know where to go. A little mouse came along. Why don't you try the zoo? Said the mouse. You look like the type they use there. Thanks, I'll go at once, said Oliver. So there's Oliver, just kind of standing around. And then there's the mouse telling Oliver, why don't you try the zoo? Again, we used to go to the zoo. Zoo's so much fun. Taxi, said Oliver. What you need is a moving van, said the taxi man, because Oliver's so big. He did not stop. Oliver just followed the cars. The drivers held out their hands when they made a turn. So there's him trying to get the taxi, and there's Oliver just following the other cars. He noticed that sometimes, when your blinker doesn't work on your car, then you would put up your hand outside your window to let everybody know that you're turning. Well, Oliver noticed that a man was doing that. So when Oliver made a turn, he held out his trunk. See him holding out his trunk. Isn't that cute? He saw a woman weighing herself. My goodness, I am as heavy as an elephant, she said. There's her weighing herself. Oliver got on the scale. I'm as heavy as an elephant too, he said. You are an elephant, she mumbled. At last, Oliver reached the zoo. Who is in charge here? He asked very politely. I am, said a man. So this is him weighing himself, being silly. And this is him going to the zoo, trying to find out who is in charge. Do you need an elephant? Asked Oliver. I'm sorry, not right now, said the zoo man. Thanks anyway, Oliver said, and he walked away. A man was selling peanuts. May I help you sell them? Asked Oliver. Would you sell them or would you eat them? Asked the man. I would probably eat them, said Oliver. The man gave him some peanuts for being honest, but he didn't give him a job. So this is Oliver at the zoo, the man, and the zoo said, no, we don't need you. So then he asked the peanut man, and the man gave him peanuts, but didn't give him a job. Oliver left the zoo. He walked down the street. Would anyone like to have me for a pet? He wondered. I have a parakeet, said one person. So this is Oliver walking down the street. He wondered if anyone would want him as a pet. And then here's a man looking out the window. I have a parakeet. Now, what's the difference between a parakeet and an elephant? What do you guys think? Parakeet's about this big. An elephant is huge. So I think that one of the reasons people can't keep elephants as pets, where are you going to put them? I mean, in your backyard? Maybe, but elephants are very, very big. Another person said, I have a goldfish. I have a cat, said another person. So there's somebody with a goldfish and somebody with a cat. Again, a reason why they couldn't have Oliver is because Oliver is too big. I have a duck, said someone else. I'd like a dog for a pet, said a lady. And there's Oliver, the duck. And there's the lady that said she would like a dog. I can pretend I'm a dog, said Oliver. All right, she said, that would be perfect. Now, everybody think right now, what could go wrong in this situation? Oliver, the elephant, is going to act like he's a dog. Well, Oliver and the lady went for a walk. Bow, wow, wow, said Oliver. Bark, 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 he went. Does he look like a dog? No, but he's trying. What a nice dog, said the people. He's the biggest dog we've ever seen. I'm so hungry, said Oliver. Well, let's go home. Don't you have any hay? He asked. No, but you're a dog. I have a nice bone, said the lady. So here he is walking down, And everyone's saying, what a nice dog. But he doesn't want a bone. He's an elephant. He wants hay. Elephants need hay, Oliver said. I guess I can't be your dog after all, but thank you so much and goodbye. Goodbye, said the lady. Oliver walked and walked. Some people were riding horses, and Oliver watched. So there's Oliver saying goodbye to the lady. And here's Oliver looking at the horses. Now, if you've noticed in the book, one thing I love about this book is Oliver is so polite. Did he ever say, I don't want that bone. I don't like this. I had to get off the boat and I had to, nah. He never one time. He's just polite. He's like, okay, thank you. And he goes on to the next person. And so there really is something about being kind and being polite. Horses get hay, Oliver thought. I wish I were a horse, he said. Do you need a horse? Asked Oliver to the man that had horses. Well, you look like an elephant. But maybe I can ride you, said the man. So there's the horses eating hay. And Oliver was thinking, I could get some hay. So he asked the man, can I be your horse? The man sat on Oliver's back. Giddy up, he said. There's the man on Oliver's back. But then look at this page. It says, the horses jump over fences. I'm thinking there might be a problem. Plop. Oliver could not jump over the fence. I guess I'm not a horse, he said. But thank you and goodbye. Goodbye, said the man. This is him. He definitely could not jump over the fence. Poor Oliver. Oliver passed a playground. May I play? He asked. You may swing with us, said the children. And there's Oliver with the children. Is this the way? Asked Oliver. Not quite, said the children, but it will do. And this is him. See, he's helping swinging them. Because Oliver is so nice. You're going to be able to hear my kids in the background, but that's okay. How does this work? Asked Oliver. It's a seesaw. We'll get on the other side, said the children. So here's Oliver on a seesaw. I wonder what's going to happen here. I thought so. Well, asked Oliver, and you guessed it. The seesaw didn't even budge. Look at that. The kids are all on one side and Oliver's on the other because an elephant's just too heavy. The children rushed for the slide. They couldn't all get on at once. Here they are rushing for the slide. Oliver helped out and became a slide for those waiting. Because that's what kind of elephant Oliver is. It was time to rest. The children talked about what they wanted to be when they grew up. Here they are talking about, what am I going to be when I grow up? I want to be a policeman, said Tommy. I want to be a nurse, said Mary. Here's Tommy wanting to be a policeman. Here's Mary wanting to become a nurse. I want to be a cowboy, said Ben. I always wanted to work in the circus, said Oliver. Maybe I could be a dancing elephant. So here's the boy that wanted to be a cowboy. And this is Oliver saying he always wanted to be in the circus. And he thought, maybe I could be a dancing elephant. He started to dance for the children. Everybody on the street stopped to watch. They didn't see the circus parade coming. They all watched Oliver. So here's Oliver dancing for the children. Then all of a sudden, everybody was stopping to watch Oliver. Now look down in the picture. It says circus. There was actually a circus parade coming that very moment, but they weren't even watching it. They were watching Oliver. They didn't see the acrobats and they didn't see the jugglers. See the acrobats and the people juggling? They didn't even notice because they were looking at Oliver. They didn't see the clowns Are they looking at me? Asked the lion tamer. No, said the lion. They're looking at some elephant dancing. So here's the clowns, and there's the lion and the lion tamer. And they weren't even watching that. They were watching Oliver. What's going on here? Said the circus owner. He ran over to look. This is him running over to look. See him? He's like, what's going on? That's the best dancing elephant I have ever seen, he said. And guess who it was? It was Oliver. This is getting stuck. It's Oliver, cried the other elephants. Oliver, said the circus man, I made a big mistake. We do need you. You're amazing. Will you join the circus? So there's all his friends saying, that's Oliver. And there's the man asking Oliver to join the circus. Remember, that's all Oliver wanted. I would love to, said Oliver. Hooray, cried the children. You got your wish. Will you remember us? Said the children. Of course, said Oliver. An elephant never forgets. We had so much fun together. And there they are. And that's the children talking to Oliver, saying, please don't forget. And he says, an elephant never forgets. That's kind of a joke people say, that elephants never forget. And even a rhinoceros would remember the fun we had. I love you all so much. As Oliver goes away to be in the circus, he says goodbye to the children. And Oliver lived happily ever after in the circus. And so that's the story of Oliver. I love you guys. Have a great day. Remember, be good, be kind, have fun, but just be good to each other. Be like Oliver. He was in such a good mood. And you know what? Everything went wrong for him, but he still was kind. He was still good. And then at the end, it all worked out. It always does. I love you all. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.